It was a critical qualifying at the Temple of Speed for Ferrari-bound Carlos Sainz last year. Let's look at the telemetry data and both onboards to see his progress from FP3 in the McLaren around what is the most high-speed venue in Formula 1. Engine power very much at a premium, but party mode's banned last year just before this Grand Prix. So you can see, although he's slightly faster in Q3, it's only around 2 kilometres from the FP3 best. He's been pushing extremely hard though in Q3 to make marginal improvements on the lap, like this one, all the way over the curb in the first part of turn 1. This puts him at a slightly better angle to turn 2, deleting the extra little brake that he had to do in FP3 and putting together a beautiful effort as he rounds the Curva Grande on the way down to the Della Roja chicane. Sainz brakes equivalently on both laps but holds a little more brake on into the first part of the Roja chicane on his great lap. He points the car in earlier, slightly over the curb, and critically waits then for the car to recover before he tries to apply too much throttle. This puts him in a subtly better position for the second apex, so he can carry more throttle through it and get a nice exit, ignoring the bumpy exit rumbles and finding this green ribbon of tarmac to get a nice throttle application on his way down to Lesmo 1. Lesmo 1, he takes 10 kilometers per hour more through the apex, just rolling off the brake. That left front tyre heating and heating as he loads it and loads it, creating a snap of oversteer on the exit. Sainz is right on top of this though, gets his hands around the problem and powers down to Lesmo 2, where he's going to try to get on the throttle a decent amount earlier and take 8 kilometers per hour more through the mid-corner. He ploughs slightly wide with the front tyre but uses every single inch of paved surface to help him as he powers off down the back straight towards the Ascari chicane. Sainz is a little more aggressive on his great lap. You can see at the bottom of your screen he lifts slightly later and brakes slightly later too. Picks up the throttle in the middle of the first apex and drives the car out of it a bit harder. He pays for this though by having to be on the curb in the middle point of the chicane, catching a marginal oversteer as he comes off the curb and pushing himself just a tyre width wide. This forces him to be out of position slightly and apply more lock for the final part of the chicane. On both laps, Sainz will be absolutely flat out from this point, but will lose time on the great lap due to the extra lock he needs. He's going to pick up 10 kilometers per hour worth of tow all the way down to the Parabolica. See you next year, he says to the red car as he gets down there, but track evolution is going to take over on his great lap, missing the apex slightly but taking considerably more apex speed through the last turn of the lap. P3 on the grid. He's ready to make the Tifosi proud in 2021.